This is Brett Tabke. We're out here in Santa Monica, California at the home of Demand Media today with Richard Rosenblatt, the CEO and founder of Demand Media.
Thanks, Brett. Great to be here.
What's the hot topic today at Demand Media? What's going on here with you guys?
The hot topic today?
Yeah.
We're talking about a lot of things. We're really spending our time, if you look at the crew outside, talking about how to continue to expand our social media platform across multiple niche verticals. Everything from aviation enthusiasts to gardening experts to all different types of verticals, as well as how to provide domainers the same social media platform so they can really help develop their domains beyond a regular PPC site, but into a full-blown social media platform.
And to do that, you have several resources working for you right now. You have the .tv domain hierarchy you've been working with. You've got an incredible domain registrar, eNom. How are you leveraging these to put this forward, this new social media push?
You know, I think the best way to look at it is channelme.tv. If you take a look at that, the reason why we're so excited about it, and it continues to grow very quickly, is it's the perfect kind of amalgamation of owning what is the second largest registrar in the world, eNom, with the social media tools that we bought back from Intermix and MySpace. You put them together, and in literally 7 minutes, you can build out Richard.tv or CarsonDaily.tv or Yourself.tv, which comes with, you know, a domain fully integrated into the process, as well as full social media tools, friends lists, blogs. We added widgets last week, and a bunch of different, quote, social media type of products.
Excellent. So you don't think, as some of the pundits are saying, that social media is kind of peaked right now, that Dig, MySpace, Facebook was the highlight of the day, and it's now on the downside. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I think it depends on how you characterize it. The days of the big portals, much like the days of AOL, and unfortunately today the days of Yahoo, the big portals are done. In my opinion, people just don't find stuff by going directly into a front door. They go into tens of thousands or millions of different doors, mostly through search or through requests from friends, right? Viral marketing. So the big portals like the MySpace and the Facebook and the Friends of the world are still going to be, in my opinion, very successful, but they're not going to be where you're going to see a lot of the growth. I think a lot of the growth is going to come into these very personalized niche verticals like golflink.com, which we launched last month. It's the leading social network for golfers. Or as I mentioned, airliners.net. It's the leading community for people enthusiastic about the aviation group, or even, you know, some new ones we're buying in every vertical from environmental friendly cars to cooking. These verticals are going to continue to be where people want to spend their time.
Okay. You mentioned MySpace. You've got a pretty long, illustrious resume, actually. You started out clear back. You've been in the internet for over 10 years now, right?
Longer than that, yeah, since 1994.
Right out of college or high school?
Right out of law school.
Right out of law school.
I don't tell anybody that I'm a lawyer. So you're the first person I ever told that to. I never practiced. 6 months. That was it.
So you're recovering.
Recovered a long time ago.
So your first shot on the internet was really iMall?
iMall, yeah, 1994. Yeah, it was the first online mall. It started out as the first online mall for small merchants to put their businesses, and became the first place where businesses could build their own store. So, you know, the idea of user-generated content, social media, I've been pushing that since, you know, 1994 when the company started, but really with the first launch of our tools in 1996, where much like with MySpace you could build your own profile, with iMall you could build your own online store with full e-commerce and traffic and all the same exact components that we're offering today for the individual, then we were offering for the business.
Which you sold to At Home?
Excited Home, yes.
Excited Home, back in the day when Excited Home was so huge. And
it was. It seemed like it was going to be a really great company.
I know, and you flip on the domain today and you
doesn't exist. You don't know who owns it anymore.
It could be one of a dozen little portals. So, and then after that you moved on to really Intermix was your next...
Great Domains.
Great Domains, right.
Right, so Great Domains, which was the first marketplace for people in the secondary market to be able to resell domains. We were focused not only on the ability of, you know, if you own loans.com, helping sell that to Bank of America, but at the same time, all the services around trying to value a domain name and how to sell it in the secondary market and develop that market, become the eBay of domain names. And we did that through till October 2000.
Which is now all the rage, secondary domains.
It was big then. It was bought by VeriSign, and then I heard it was just resold again.
Okay. And now there's huge amount of interest in secondary domains.
Huge amount of interest.
Dozens of conferences popping up on the internet. WebmasterWorld is doing a domain auction in Las Vegas at our PubCon this December. So.
And you know, I think we've got a couple things that you'll be real excited about that we can't yet talk about coming in the secondary market again.
Oh, okay. We were going to get to that, but we can't get to that.
Yeah, it depends on when this runs. Hopefully by the time this runs, we will have already started talking about it.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned Carson Daly. How did you hook up with Carson as the official spokesman of Demand Media?
So Carson's amazing. I actually met him coincidentally through our VP of Communications, Quinn Daly. So Quinn Daly is Carson's sister. She brought Carson by. We just hit it off because what I try and understand about traditional media, he was trying to understand about new media, and we both were able to learn a ton from each other. His enthusiasm for new media is greater than any celebrity I've ever seen. So combined, we were able to really put together the components you need to create your own channel and take a look at the tools and the process from a traditional media person who was on television for 10 or 12 years.
Right.
So the combination, he's really been able to add, as I said, he's far from a spokesperson. Right. He's really been able to add the kind of intelligence and the kind of experience we need to develop the brand. And that's only one of many deals we're doing together related to Demand Media.
Excellent. Yeah, if you haven't seen, check him out on YouTube. There's just dozens of videos, interviews with Carson and Richard around the launch of Me.
NBC, I think, at 1 o'clock at night.
Oh, there you go. You can see him every night.
Yeah,
that's right.
At 1 o'clock.
I love his fake press conferences. So this is actually a real interview here.
Okay. Carson may show up at any time. If you saw him, he actually showed up and surprised everybody at the big hosting conference, and surprised everyone by coming on the stage and talking about new media.
Mm-hmm. We've had this running joke, I missed you at Hosting Con, I missed you in Vegas, and then there was some conference up in San Francisco we also missed each other.
Yeah, I thought we thought you were trying to avoid us, so I'm glad you're trying to avoid us. I'm glad you came here.
So, it seems like Enom would be a different kind of fit for you, since your background's all in social media, seemingly user-generated content. Why the interest in Enom?
You know, I think that the way in which I've tried to approach social media, and we continue to approach it, is from, a different angle. Instead of just starting a company and building a social media idea and hoping it has customers or hoping it has a business, I've always tried to approach it, whether it was from iMall, which was just an online mall that then became a provider of e-commerce services and social media services to build your own store, or Intermix. I mean, it used to be called eUniverse. It was an entertainment network. Nobody had ever heard of eUniverse, really, and no one definitely had ever heard of MySpace. No one even known it was owned by eUniverse. So I think I can continue to try and take non-traditional ways to approach the social media platform, the social media concept. Enom was that way. If you take a look at how Enom's built, it was, when we bought it, and continues to be, a distributed network of millions of domains. Now over 9.5 million domains on the platform. Also, people are already buying web hosting. They were starting to talk about putting on blogs. If you take a look at that as a platform, by adding the social media tools that we bought back from Intermix and MySpace onto an already existing distributed network of millions of little domains, which could become millions of little websites, it made all the sense in the world. It just wasn't as clear if you just looked at it as a registrar. So I think there was a kind of a unique way to look at it, and lucky for us, the transformation worked. And because of people like Paul Stahar, who's the founder and CEO of Enom, really buying in, who today continues to work full-time for the company and is an amazing partner, we were able to make that transition.
Personally, you've obviously had a ton of success, financial and personal, in the business world. What's driving you today? What gets you up and out of bed in the morning?
It's funny. I still continue to leap out of bed, really looking forward to what we can do differently. I think the most exciting part about what I do, and I hope continue to do until I'm, in my 90s, is the idea of creating things that people really like. There's nothing more exciting to me than when I meet somebody and they say, hey, I got a domain through one of your resellers. Or, hey, I was just on GolfLink. I was just on eHow. I didn't know how to get this. A woman came up to me the other day, asked what I did. I mentioned some of our websites. She said, my son just cut his foot with a piece of glass. I looked up how to get a piece of glass out of your foot, and eHow came up. Right? I mean, that's really rewarding to actually leave something for people to see. To know that tens of millions of people play on our casual gaming sites, that people use us for information, and that more importantly, people publish information on our network or publish videos and get paid for it. That's really rewarding. It's really exciting to see, to get the users involved in what we're doing. And that keeps me excited. I mean, the minute I feel like I'm not able to change something and I'm just maintaining a business, then that's the time I don't want to be involved anymore.
Right. All right. I appreciate you taking time to be with us today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.